Hey everybody, it's Tim at Broken Dice bringing you a quick little channel update. What I've been up to this week, a little bit of painting, a lot of assembly, a little crafting of stuff. So let's get into this real quick. First off, my painting for this week. From my mystery box from Warlord Games, I have these Levy Spearmen, kind of an early Bronze Age from that biblical time period. They could go with any of the states' armies, the city-states that existed in Samaria at the time, and yeah, so kind of cute little sculpts and everything. I had no problem with them. I don't mind metal models. I don't mind the static poses and stuff. To me, it's all about the game and everything else because that's just the way I'm wired up anyway. But I like these guys. I don't have one. I don't have any plans in starting a biblical army at the time, especially one that's all metal. So these will probably wind up in my Persian army as baggage guards and stuff like that, camp followers, that kind of thing. Next up, as far as crafting goes, I was working on some movement trays for my 15mm army. And so here's what one looks like. And I just scratch built that out of stuff I had, extra stuff laying around in my hobby room. And I think some of us, sometimes we get too big a hurry and we go out, and because there are some really great businesses out there that make wonderful looking bases. They got these wonderful shapes, and I'm a big fan of the Sabat bases, the kind with the little holes in them, and you just put the guy down in there, and then you can put a magnet in there or metal underneath. And I'm a big fan of that. That's the way I do all my armies. But sometimes, with certain projects, you don't want to get carried away, because this is one project I'm just kind of doing for fun. I'm not sure how much gaming's going to get done with these miniatures. I might even wind up selling them all on eBay or something. I don't know. But what I did was, I bought a long time ago. I have a large church, and I needed some cobblestone for a courtyard, and I bought a pack of this stuff that has this cobblestone on it. Okay, and I cut it to shape inside the courtyard, painted it all up. But I got several extra sheets, and so what I would do, I cut them to shape for the miniatures. Let's just look at this tray that I got. Okay, we got the infantry on there. We take those off, and so you can kind of see that same sort of effect there. And what I have on the bottom are popsicle sticks, because the plastic itself was a little thin, and so I have two sizes of popsicle sticks, one for the base on the bottom, one for the edging to keep your troops on the base. And I always leave this back section open so I can put two of them together and make even a larger base if I want to on the table. So, but I think it's good to try to use up things that we have in our hobby rooms rather than go ahead and purchase all the small little paraphernalia, because it took me several attempts, believe it or not, because I was using cardboard and the popsicle sticks and then the plastic on top of that, or just the cardboard, and it was like, it just didn't have that stability and the feel that I was looking for. But when I got rid of the cardboard, just used the popsicle sticks and the plastic, perfect. Okay, I've got some more stuff for next week on the table already, assembled, primed, ready to paint. We'll get into that next week, and that's it. Hope everybody's projects are going well. Been watching a lot of videos again. Everybody just does such good stuff. I can't even come up with enough complimentary things to say with that some of you guys are doing out there. You're amazing. Well, anyway, Hope everybody stays safe, stay well. If you would like, please give this a thumbs up, share it around, subscribe if you haven't, if you like this kind of thing. I do all kinds of different scales of stuff. I'm kind of more of an ancients. That's where I kind of like my goal is. I go up to, mainly with most of my miniatures, up to about the English Civil War. And that's kind of where I have stopped in my miniature gathering and stuff. So that's it. I can ramble about that sort of thing for a long time, but we don't need to talk about that right now. We can do a whole video on that. Everybody stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next time.